So we've got a mix of blue skies, dark clouds over Denver. It's been spitting some rain here and there. This will likely be the last day for a bit, though, that we have to worry about any possible storms. Thanks for joining us at 4 o'clock. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Sam Shocker. And as Kim just said, after today, we'll see more warmer and drier conditions across the state. So let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin, who's been tracking the weather. I look forward to some nice sun and warmer temps, Kathy.
Oh, you and everybody that I've talked to today, Sam. And today's really not a bad day at all. The storms have basically dodged Denver. We're tracking storms to the north, heavier storms to the south. You can feel the moisture in the air, but it's comfortable. Afternoon temperatures in the mid-70s with plenty of cloud cover. The severe threat is more south of Castle Rock and Colorado Springs out to Callahan. This line of storms dropping 1 to 2 inches of rain, a 1-inch diameter hail, a lot of lightning as well. These storms are tracking from the southwest to the northeast, and a flash flood warning remains in effect for El Paso County until 5 o'clock. A lot of water in a short amount of time. I'm watching a little bit of a thunderstorm that's trying to roll into Fort Collins and Greeley as our Greeley Stampede gets underway. We don't want any thunder and lightning up there for all the animals and folks attending that. And this is the next wave coming up from the southwest that may move into Denver. It looks like maybe a brief shower is possible during the dinner hour. But the temperatures today, 10 degrees cooler than average. The wind hasn't been a real big factor unless you go east. Look at Lyman. Holy cow, it's really picking up. But I think that's part of that line of thunderstorms out that way. Next 12 hours in Denver, we're in the mid-70s now, dropping into the 60s after about 9 o'clock. Weather headlines, I'll continue to track the evening storms, talk about the potential for severe weather tomorrow, and then give you that weekend forecast that you're craving in detail in just a few more minutes.
The suspect in the Boulder attack against a group raising awareness over Israeli hostages now faces new federal charges. A grand jury indicted Mohammed Solomon with multiple charges, including 9 hate crimes. He was previously charged in federal court with 1 hate crime offense. He's accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at people peacefully marching on Boulder's Brill Street Mall, raising awareness about the hostages being held in Gaza. He also faces dozens of state charges, including 28 counts of attempted murder. Jeremy Hahola with 9 News Investigates will have much more on these charges coming up at 5 o'clock.
College rather, could get a lot less affordable for a lot of people. Pell Grants, the financial lifeline for thousands of students in Colorado, is on the chopping block. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry shares the potential changes.
The quiet of a college campus during a break is no match for the blaring alarm bells going off.
Overwhelming.
In Flor Pieto's head,
Yeah.
as she thinks about the future of her education.
I know a lot of people that will also as well be impacted by this decision if it continues.
Prieto is a CU Denver senior and a Pell Grant recipient, a type of financial aid that does not need to be paid back. It's awarded to low-income students to offset costs and give them a chance to attend college.
So that's been a really great, amazing opportunity.
An opportunity now on the chopping block. Right now, the Trump administration's 2026 budget proposal calls for significant cuts to the Pell Grant program. It would reduce the maximum award by 22%.
A cut of that magnitude is really going to have an impact on students' ability to afford their college programs.
Natasha Garfield is with the Denver Scholarship Foundation, a nonprofit with wraparound services for students looking to pursue higher education. Many of the people they work with are Pell Grant recipients. According to the state's Department of Higher Education, roughly 69,000 Coloradans received a federal Pell Grant last year.
Students will have to make some very hard choices, like choosing to spend more hours working to make up that gap in funding, and that's time that they could be spending focusing on their classwork.
Definitely a big concern about that.
As a first-generation college student, Prieto isn't just worried about herself. She hopes Congress does something to quiet these concerns.
I know that for my sisters that would also be a problem. I might be closer to the finish line, but they are just starting.
Nationwide, about 34% of undergraduate students receive a Pell Grant. The proposed cuts would also scale back the federal work-study program. Jaleesa Irizarry, 9 News.
Jaleesa, I can only imagine how many people, Coloradans, whether it's them specifically or a family member or a friend, will be affected by this. Are there any efforts to help bring knowledge or help Congress pass this?
Yeah, you know, the Denver Scholarship Foundation has actually been encouraging people to reach out to their lawmakers, right? Talk to them, tell them the significance this cut would make on their lives. And you know, that 69,000 Coloradans from last year, that was up from the previous year. So we can only imagine what 2025 would look like.
Jaleesa Irizarry, thank you.
A new affordable housing development was unveiled in Denver today. Croissant Apartments on Arkansas Avenue, just east of Colorado Boulevard. It's going to have 151 affordable units, 21 studios, 71 one-bedroom, and 59 two-bedrooms that are available for households earning at or below 60% of the median income in Denver. Advocates say it's yet another example of filling one of the biggest needs in the state.
Housing is very, very expensive. And many people don't have the resources to live in market rate housing, which is very, very expensive. And the need is across the state. We've concentrated in the metropolitan area to build affordable housing for seniors and families and individuals.
The housing is built on the former headquarters of the Colorado Department of Transportation. The land was bought with the intent of being used to build an affordable housing development.
Local law enforcement agencies say they are seeing more and more road rage cases in Colorado and just released numbers to help drive the problem home. Colorado State Patrol says in 2023, 54% of the calls were for road rage. In 2024, that number went up slightly to 56%. CSP says Douglas and Jefferson counties have the worst road rage problems in the metro. As far as our state, a survey from earlier this year ranked Colorado third for worst road rage. Last year, we were number 4. Police urge drivers to calm down behind the wheel and do not engage.
RTD customer satisfaction is up, but fewer people are using RTD, and the agency is struggling. A recent survey report from customer satisfaction shows safety, cleanliness, and being on time have improved, but ridership took a nosedive in 2020 and 2021. Hasn't bounced back yet. From 2023 to 2024, ridership went down by nearly 9% from rail boardings and nearly 4% for bus boardings. However, at the same time, Access a Ride service saw an increase of more than 123%.
The Denver Public Library is expanding hours at the Central Library starting July 6th. The library will now be open to the public 6 days a week. Monday through Thursday, the hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, it is open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The building is closed on Fridays, but curbside pickup is available from 10 a.m. to 5. The library says the 6-day schedule is in response to requests from the community for Saturday hours.